Hello everybody, I'm the Golden One. Welcome back to Trails in the Sky, where we are heading out to the dinner party, I believe? No, we're gonna go talk to the maid and go talk to the queen. I'm pretty sure we're really close to the end of this game. Maybe 1 or 2 battles left. Things have gotten serious. Really have to find a way to get in to see Her Majesty. First things first, we gotta talk to the head maid Hilda, like we promised. She probably knows a way for us to speak directly to the queen. Fine by me. Alright, let's go find Hilda. Hilda. Oh, it's you. What? Oh, it's that rat bastard. Colonel Dickface. Colonel Richard. Still and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. It's a lie. Last time we saw each other was right after Mayor Dalmore was arrested, wasn't it? I'm honestly surprised that you remember us. I realized that we exchanged a few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I mean, you were threatened. Say, check out the competition, huh? I was quite surprised to learn that you were the children of Colonel Cassius. How'd you find that out? Please don't understand. I'm not trying to show off the intelligence division's capabilities. I'm greatly indebted to him from our time together in the army. Indeed, more than words can properly express. I persuade you to stay a while and talk now. I've been hoping to speak with you two for quite some time. You just want to know where our father is, you dick. Huh? Pardon me, Colonel, but don't we have a meeting with His Grace? I don't mind being a bit late. Yes, if we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge inside? I'll mix up a couple of virgin cocktails. I'll prepare them, sir. No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Yes, sir. Yeah. Get here, you bitch. Pardon me then. Now then, shall I retire to the lounge? Please follow me. She looks like... What should we do? I don't see where we have much choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the head maid later. He looks like human Teddy from Persona 4. That's what he looks like. Met Cassius shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command, and since that time I have found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally. He did? What did you think of him at the time? To put it simply, he was a hero. A master swordsman to boot. No matter the scenario, he could find a way to handle any number of battle fronts in every direction. But it's just a matter of sheer tactics. He understood and could direct high-level strategies as well. Quite simple. He was a man without peer. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we were talking about 2 different people. So you were our father. You were with our father during the 100-Day War. Yes, he was my CO. Even now, I can vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed this plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to talk about those days, time just runs away with me. But how old are you, dude? But this time, this much I can tell you. Gaspar has not been part of the Royal Army. The Burrow would now be part of the Airborne Union Army Empire. No way. That's kind of hard to believe. Haha. Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. He left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen. So few known of his achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him as a example of what a hero should be. He never said one word about any of this to me. Well, it's not really the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. About being a hero? That's exactly the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. It's not fair to criticize him for that. Hey, whose side are you on? And besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Did you already know about all this or something? Well, I didn't know that he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about, vaguely. Vaguely? You're an accomplice. Hey, calm down. It's not like he told me any of it. I just figured all of it out. He told me he didn't feel like it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about. I just don't get it. When he comes back, he is in so much trouble. Please excuse us. We didn't mean to interrupt. No. Seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the military, I just really tried to stop him. But it seems that by leaving, he did what he best for himself after all. After losing his dear wife, Maybe being with you all was all that could help him recover. Colonel Richard. Well then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Oh, alright. Our apologies for making you late so late. No, you both have told me the one thing I want to know most, and thus I have no regrets. Huh? How's that again? I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then to share in the stories. Goodbye, Captain Dickbag. Okay, who is that man and what has he done with Colonel Richard? What are you babbling about now? It's just that it's weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice. Sure, he doesn't seem all that villainous anyway. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. For now, we should probably put the issue of Dad aside. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hate to say it, but I think he might have been playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple kids is as easy as it could be. Do you think that's going a little too far? He might be right. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right. Huh? But just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say Burst's job is pretty much that, in fact. Okay, I got it. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you. What the heck are you thinking me for? Anyway, we need to go back to see Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us. Yeah, she should be in the maid's quarters. Which are... where exactly? You just expect me to remember where the maid's quarters are. I hate there's no map in this game. Ah! This is not the maid's quarters. Alright, fast forward to me finding the maid's quarters. Yay! Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you? Sorry about that. We kinda got caught up by Colonel Richard. Did you now? Now? Yeah, he had something to tell us about our dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah, yes, the invitation of introduction did mention that you were Mr. Cassius's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels. Hey, you know our dad, too. He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late Prince's, Her Majesty's son. Late Prince? Princess Claudia's father? Yes, he was killed 15 years ago, in a tragic shipwreck. Would that... or did he... Are you sure he wasn't killed by Ouroboros or something? Would that he was still alive today, none of this would have be happening, huh? But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Even in fast approaching, we must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shia. Oh, hey, aren't you? Shia, right? Well, clearly, she just said her name. Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Stone Joshua. I've been told your current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle. Princess Claudia? That shouldn't pose as a problem. Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons and the headpieces are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What? What do you mean? Estelle's going to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in. Oh, I get it. Uniforms don't allow for much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in. Huh, me in a maid's outfit. I've been waiting to try one on since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Well, for uniforms that weren't easy to move in, they make the cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's see this sucker on me. Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean on this time. What? Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Ah! Pardon? I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and the maid outfit? That's different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not all shameful or anything. Besides, you're such a gorgeous princess. Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda Shia, help me out here. Hilda Shia, help me out here. Say something. Oh no. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shia, don't you have the extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes, it's never been used though. He has that full dark hair, so it would probably look good on him. Hey, hold on a sec. Well, looks like the 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please, we can use this changing room. Wait a minute, I don't remember ever agreeing to changing. For Joshua. Alright, if I have to change, I can do it myself. Shia, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Kids these days. Poor Joshua, forced to dress in women's clothes twice. In one game. That's double clout. Oh my. Ta-da! What do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training, and after only just coming to the castle too. You certainly have me convinced. And with the hair done like that, no one will be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grenzel Castle for real when this is all settled. Well, we already work as racers, so anyway. Come on, Joshua, get out of here. No chance I can talk you out of this? None at all. You're just making this take longer. Fine. You're impossible sometimes. How did they get Joshua's hair to go that long? His hair is not that long. Are these like extensions or something? Do they have extensions in the world of trails? Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks. Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does me, and I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world. Please, just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to Royal Keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself. Yes, ma'am. We're finally gonna meet the queen in person. Yes, this is a do or die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the Royal Keep. It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit. Well, excuse me. This is your idea. I can't believe you got the nerve to pick on. Sorry, don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay? I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. They get along so well, don't they? We're out of our time. Let's go to the Royal Keep. Oh man, she has no time for Estelle and Joshua's funny business. Or the comedy routine. Oh man, I walk around as an old lady now. It's weird not having Estelle in the front. Hilda, what business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour? I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them. Her Grace ordered me to hire some additional staff to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today. Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. Huh? Why do I get the feeling we've met before? Crap. Don't you stare too hard Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? You pervert. Hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I'd rather think that His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove. Hey, it's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We couldn't do that. Oh, bullshit. The elite of the Royal Army. That means you probably do that, you fucking scumbags. All's well then. Now, will you please allow us to pass? Pardon us, ladies. Please go ahead. We're sorry. Whew, that was intense. Thanks, Zilla. You're a real silent lifesaver. Yeah, that was really well done. I'm just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Your Majesty? If you'd prefer, I can just show you the way. I think I'm okay as is. Boy clothes now. Man clothes, Joshua. You're a man. Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What was wrong with that? What you had on? It's not an issue of self-confidence. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Yes, this is Princess Claudia's room. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused. No kidding. but I heard that the princess was tending to the queen. I guess that's just gossip. It's just bullshit. I guess that's just gossip then. You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there. How long is this recording? Oh, not only 18 minutes. Okay. To the princess, to the queen's room. Away! I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I brought the two I spoke of for. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in. You two go on in. Right. Pardon us. Oh. I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Astelis. I'm the 26th monarch of the nation of Laburo. I'm a queen, so I talk softly. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild. And I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation. It's a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty. Estelle and Joshua, I have truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please, have some and relax. I see that Professor Russell asked you to bring this information. A pitch-black ornament capable of negating all other orbital energies. And you say that Colonel Richard has acquired it. Professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea, but I did not think that the Colonel even knew of it. Perhaps I am worrying about nothing, but even so. Excuse me, what is this vague idea you have? I suppose there is no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected beneath Grantle. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate. Did this happen in the vicinity of the sewers? No, far deeper underground than that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients that still functioned. Wow! So it was a bona fide artifact then. Most artifacts I have known have lost their function, like the mechanism on top of the towers. But every now and again, you find one that is still functioning, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom. And something like that is beneath Grantle? So what does that tell us about the gospel? Maybe it could be useful to halt the artifact's functions? Could it do that? Yes. However, unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or indeed why it is buried beneath the city. But it is beyond my imagining how the Colonel could now know of its existence. Professor Russell's research on it was kept strictly confidential and off the record. I see. In the event, it seems likely that trouble is on the way. Honestly, just as I think maybe the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for. But when someone's trying to stir up some trouble, that's when us bracers come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off. I expect no less from Cassius's daughter. You're acquainted with our father, Your Majesty? He was a friend of my late son's, and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me. Really? I didn't know that. I imagine there are a great many things about him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told? Well, nothing super detailed. Perhaps then, that is the role I am meant to play. Estelle, Joshua, will you indulge me listening to an old story? Oh yes, absolutely. There's no indulgence, Your Majesty. Sad music. 10 years ago in the spring, a tragedy occurred in the southern reaches of the Arabonian Empire. Its cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. I know it was caused by... It explains it in the third Cold Steel game. The Empire used that event as a pretext for their invasion of Laburo. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days Wars. Well, it might be explained in this game somewhere too. Not this one, probably the next one. Just as the Empire had made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Hawking Gate. It seemed like a scant moment all Laburo became occupied territory, save for Grantle. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire royal armor. The reinforcements from Calvard were too late to stop their advances. It was but a matter of time before Grantle too would fall. Man, making Arabellion look horrible in this game. Damn. But 2 months after the outbreak of hostilities, the world changed in a way that none of us could have imagined. Patrol airships have just developed and were used to recapture Libero's checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communications. The War Army then set about recapturing the major regions one by one, using ships launched from less than fortress. Zeiss, Rouen, Beauce, Roland. With their supply lines severed, the Arabellion forces occupied each region were swiftly crushed. And one behind this plan of counteroffensive was none other than one Colonel Cassius Bright. It was that old man. He looks like the principal from Thor's, except not, because obviously he wouldn't be him. General Morgan. It was your father who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterwards, the intercession of the Bracers Guild and Septian Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at this time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in the world. Your mother. Lena, your mother Estelle. That clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I'm sure you know. Cassius not even able to buy. Cassius was that tiny Estelle. Oh, look at tiny Estelle, she's so cute, but it's so sad. Cassius was not even able to be by his wife's side in her final moments. No, I had no idea. And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of a Bersa. All to stay with that only one he had left, you. All to stay with the only one he had left, you. And this time he swore he'd be able to protect those he loved. Dad, that idiot. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. How could he even think that? Estelle. Yes, you are correct. Given that all he has lost in the service to his country, the responsibility falls upon me. And so I am sorry, Estelle. I failed to protect your mother. If it was all he lost, wouldn't it be like Estelle as well? I just wish to apologize to you for a long time. But you don't need to apologize. You've protected the people of this country forever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Liberal in the war fought so hard to protect. And that peace that Mom gave her life for so I could live in it. Oh, you have nothing to be sorry for. Still, you have a kind heart, and I'm grateful. It gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person. Now more than ever. Majesty. However, this is why I do not wish you to put yourself in danger. I would like for you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter. What? But truly, I mean, Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to help you. I thank you. I am grateful for your willingness to do so. But if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassie's absence, I know of no apology that would ever suffice. And I ask only that you go back to Roland, and wait for your father to return. But, if I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and that you protect, though it has held firm, now trembles like a leaf in the breeze. Joshua, if the Colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new king of the world, then what will become of that peace? I only ask that you consider that. Your Majesty? Right when we became junior bracers, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Skyband incident, we got a letter in a package, and we've been running all around creation ever since. Feels to us like our dad's been nudging us in the back this whole time. That's why I want to defend the peace. So that everyone we've met and everyone we care about can go on living secure and happy lives. Just like you, and just like Mom and Dad, I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right, and I really want to see it through. Estelle, it seems she was right about you. Huh? I too am ready. I would like for the two of you to carry my request to the Bracer Guild. Your Majesty, my liege, we will do whatever it takes, you ask. My request is for the Bracer Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudia. Aha, so the princess is being held captive somewhere. Yes. This coup d'etat started when I backed her as a successor to the throne. In other words, Duke Dunan was out of the running. Yes, though he is my nephew, he is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, what he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. Where he is lacking. For the sake of the nation's future, I would like my granddaughter to succeed me. Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean towards the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here. But yeah, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power. Wow, that doesn't say a lot, even with the current. Oh, yeah, that's Fairly accurate. So much so that it only really happens in video games. We don't really have a lot of women in big political power. We have a female vice president, but that's still not the president. Not to mention, the memory of the invasion by a larger power is relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive a succession of consecutive queens as a. Oh, what the what? This is why men suck. It's hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some. Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume. Colonel Richard is a misogynist. The bastard. Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along with his passing of the information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. This is all staged so Alberta would become strong military power, with the Colonel ruling from the shadows. I see. That finally let us see the whole picture. So if the world becomes a militarized country, what would happen then? A great many things. Tax would be levied to fill the war chest, or weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale, like the orbital guns, the railroad guns, and on Borrelia Fortress. Yes, a wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted, and no doubt, like in the third game, and no doubt contracting Jaeger Corps would be made legal, which is not the case at present. What's wrong with Jaeger Corps? Zephyr's cool. They got Fee and Rutger. Oh no! Indeed, the Colonel has made very adamant requests that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for his country. I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to benefit of all. Feel the same, Your Majesty. Yeah, it makes sense to me. The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly and foolishly idealistic. A fucking misogynist. That's bastard. And so he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return. Damn. Dickbag indeed. A misogynistic dickbag. Which is most dickbags. Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare to oppose the Colonel. But I am the Queen, and I will not allow that all that I love of my country to be severed, destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die. Majesty, please try to relax. We hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued from those who have imprisoned her. Thank you, both of you. With the reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demand. Have you any other requests, Your Majesty? The gospel still has to be dealt with, and I don't think we should just leave it here. I appreciate your sentiments, Estelle, but the present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind, for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to ascertain the Colonel's true intentions with it. Oh, wow, that was what a totally awesome person. Super nice, but with a seriously strong will. Hope I'm 1/10 that cool when I get old. Cool, did you actually just call the Queen that? Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country. Yeah, I really want to stop this coup thingy and help her. That's definitely outside our birth jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we'll do whatever we can. Right. But you know, I'm still freaking out about what the Queen told us about Dad. I wonder if she's got any more tidbits she'd be willing to share. Estelle, Joshua, have you finished changing? Oh yeah. Then we should return to the waiting room at once. It's already after 11 o'clock, actually, it's almost midnight. Whoa, is it really that late? The Queen spoke with us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make the guards suspicious. I'm Joshua, talking like I'm a girl. Woohoo! Oh, how are you doing? How are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda? Yes, I believe so. Just be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair. But please, relax. We are patriots up to the core. That's good to hear. Now, I believe that are all the special ops people bad? Or is it just like the core ones? Are they just following orders? Which is still bad because they're doing wrong things. Never mind, doesn't matter. Now I believe that we shall be on our way. Pardon me. By your leave. I am totally not a dude. By the way, ladies. Huh? I don't think we ever got your names. Maybe ask them? I'm Estelise. Lena, Shara, Dorothy. Shara! Lena, Shara, Dorothy. I'm gonna share. Oh my, well, that's certainly a sexy name. You don't look like a Shara, though. Hey, watch your mouth. Ho ho! Did I catch you off guard? See, I'm very assertive. I'm a very assertive, sexy young woman. How about you, miss? You may call me Karen. You may call me Karen. Karen, you say. That's a pretty name. You're too kind, sir. I'm very fond of it myself. I am not a man, I swear. Are you now? Alright, we're with the special. My name is... No one gives a fuck what your name is. I think that's enough. I sense alternative motive at work. No, I mean, at least not from us. Please be safe on your way home. Was that the wrong answer? Was Cher the wrong answer? Was it Lena? Or supposed to go with Dorothy? I'm pretty sure that all characters that I've met throughout my journeys. Obviously, Cher is, and then obviously Dorothy is. Well, aren't you Mr. Popular? It was like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. Hey, it's not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in the conversation. Sure, that doesn't mean but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. I kind of lost all my confidence there. Huh? What's all the noise? What's all the noise? Oh, Duke Dinon. Oh, lady of the court. Oh, hey, you maids. Oh, you wake up. You don't look familiar. You two, this is Shah and that's Karin. They're quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them, technically I'm Sherazade, so Cher is short. Okay, so I'm giving them some extra training time. Did he recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we've run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us. Come now, Philip, enough of the staring. It's quite unusual to see you coming from you. Stiff upper lip and all. Please pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes were playing tricks on me, it seems. I'm dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy. Oh, it's no bother. Please, don't concern yourself. You know, now that I stop and look at you, I must say that you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look to you. As for you, I personally think you'd look best with the raven hair of yours even longer. I'm honored. I'm honored. Yes. Cher, was it not? You shall attend to me. No, I won't. No, I won't. The only thing, if I'm attending you, the only thing you're gonna get is my stick up your ass. Your Grace. I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what he wants served. Your Grace, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in this castle work strictly in service to Her Majesty Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten. I know, some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. The castle will be mine in a week's time. Anyway, we can set aside for some fun time. I don't know how to fucking do a kick up. Your Grace, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances. I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for. But I said I was just joking. Enough, I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Grace. Your room's right over there. Oh, he needs some ultra violence. Whoa, oh, right, Cher. You just let me know if you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give. Thank you very much. Aren't you cute? Yes, good. Please. Okay, thank you. Thank God. I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. His Grace will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. Please set your minds at ease. I would certainly hope so. I'm truly sorry. Madam and young miss, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. Young missus. I feel so badly for Abby too, like... He surely seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. I feel like, dude, he has that piece of shit. Oh, that sucks so much for him. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children. Though not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to one he serves. I see. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Probably, yeah. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Please, I'd like to keep my food in my food. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Alright, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see... Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Oh no, no, you're going to ruin Estelle's innocence. Don't do it. No, Estelle. Now do you understand? Yes. Hopeless. Completely hopeless. And just like that, on this day, Estelle lost her innocence. Thanks for everything, both of you. If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only request that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg you do everything in your power to save the princess. I don't know if I was doing a voice for you. Oh, are you one of the royal retainers? Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can just rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we be going? Alright, and with all this talking and discussion and subterfuge done, I think I will end this part here. If you like this video, give a like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Golden One out. Bum, ba, ba, ba.